Okay, cool. This is actually really exciting because what I'm hearing you say is right now, especially given the circumstances that you have, you want to create that income, but with something that's a little bit more hands-off. So if I'm understanding you correctly, it's about bringing in that divine masculine strategy to really create a framework for how to go about doing this, how to track, that launching pattern, how to know the potential revenue from it, all of that. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes, I haven't set a price yet because I'm like, I have like all this information on holistic wealth, but I'm like, am I gonna break it up? So yeah, I'm just kind of like gathering all the information and then deciding how exactly the course will look itself, or courses.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun as fuck. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You definitely need to take notes. Are you more of a pen and a paper or a document kind of girl?
I like to write.
Yeah, how would you feel actually if I took notes and shared my screen? Because I'm super visual and this is gonna, I think, help us in this flow process. I already know what we're gonna do. This is gonna be super fun. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited. Fucking love this. Let's go. I love my job because you see my energy on these calls, darling. So let me see here. Share my screen. Marcella ecosystem. Ooh, I'm pumped. We're gonna make this cute. Okay, babe. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you through this. This is coming, like, this is channeled. So we're gonna just have some fun and see what comes through. So first, we need to connect to your why. What's your why?
This is always the interesting question.
Get out of the mind and into the heart, darling. Take a breath. Connect to the heart. Why are you serving the people that you're serving? Why does it matter? Why don't you just let them figure it out on their own? Why do you show up? Why?
I want people to come from a heart space and just fulfill their own desires and their own dreams, and just know that it's possible to reach their dreams, like live out what they're truly meant to be doing and not feel like it's far off. Like on a spiritual level, like really connecting to the self on a deeper level, which creates alignment to whatever that looks like for each person.
Say that last part again.
To create alignment.
Keep going.
To create alignment for whatever that looks like for each individual.
And what's your I help statement?
I help, what is it? I don't know it. I kept revamping it. I help spiritual women step into their independence by rediscovering their relationship to their higher self. Yeah, we came up with that actually. Yeah, that feels good. So all of that through holistic wealth is, and then I have like.
So hold on, pause. The modality in which you help, the why. So you know what I mean by modality. The way in which you do that is through holistic wealth. Tell me, what are some main ways to define holistic wealth?
Sustainable transformations, spirituality, bio-individuality, which is, like we said, whatever, it looks different for every single person. We're all different. Natural solutions, balance, self-mastery, nutrition, health, same category. mental health, energy healing, mindful presence, and alignment, I guess, like, yeah, just alignment.
Beautiful. So now what I would like you to tell me, we're going to go a little bit more into the masculine here. And then I'm going to come back and kind of explain what, I mean, you can kind of see already, but like put this all together. Okay. So what is your monthly revenue goal?
5 to 10K a month.
Okay. So 5,000 to $10,000 a month. A little drop of wisdom here. This actually, I received this information from Cassidy, but it's better to say 5,000 to 10,000 when we're talking about our financial manifestations, because there is the coding in the word thousand. It's like almost like ow, hitting that that tonality, that frequency, that's then allowing this manifestation to become even more in alignment through that energy output, versus K, which is a very like, if we know words or spells, is a very like hard vowel. So just dropping that little thing, because I recently learned that. So sharing that wisdom with you.
I like
so
that.
Calling in $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Okay, cool. So if we know that, let's say the median number of that is 7,500, right? Wait, can I do that? Yes, it is. Okay, or 7,000. I'm not a math wizard, okay? Let's visit this. What kind of offer are you thinking of doing that would be hands-off? Can you give me an example? Is it like an ebook? That's going to be a different price versus a month-long do-it-yourself course, right? So what are you kind of thinking for the offer? You don't need to have the elaborate answer because we'll get to that, but like in gist.
So the course itself, I think I want to do multiple courses because I think it's way too much information, each thing. So do like one that's
I'm going to interrupt you really quick, love. So really quickly, because this is important, is that we have to also make sure that we are building this one brick at a time. So I'm actually going to encourage you, let's just focus in on one, and then we'll come back to the greater. So if you were to just pick your favorite kind of idea right now, what is the most expansive and alive for you right now?
I know we wrote down all those bullet points, and that's kind of what I'm going by. Sustainable transformations, which I'm doing a nutrition school, which talks about all of these things, kind of like it talks about primary and secondary food. Primary is like relationships, physical activity, spirituality, career, and secondary foods is literally what we eat. So the primary goes into so much detail with, so I feel like that's the best thing to start out with.
Okay, so to interject again, because I want to keep us like in this like flow state energy, so you're doing great, is so the topic would be sustainable transformation. When you think about what is feeling in alignment, what feels expansive right now, would that be a hands-off course of like kind of like UCB, but like hands-off?
Yeah, I like the like maybe weekly calls, and then like obviously the community aspect with Slack or Facebook group. Maybe like I'll start with a Facebook group, then once people like actually pay, then they can go into Slack. But I definitely feel like I can manage like showing up live once a week or something like that. So like,
so here's where the distinction needs to be made, to interject again. Thank you for bearing with me. It's good. Is that I want to understand if this is a completely, there's going to be a difference, a completely hands-off course where anyone can just go and buy it whenever, You're not showing up live. You're not doing any of that. It's just like you pay, you do it, and that's it. I have access to Marcella's course. Or the opposite, which is like what you experience in UCB, where you are meeting with these clients weekly. They all start the same time, the same date. They go through the process together. You build a community. Which one is feeling more expansive?
I think the first one. And
Got it.
so naturally I'll be showing up constantly speaking about these different topics so that people see the importance. Like, if you want to learn more, I have this. So I'm still very present and like I'm hands-on as far as my social media goes, my marketing, so that I can keep funneling people and showing, okay, this is so important. This changed my life. I have this course if you want to learn more, basically. But I want to be open for people to ask questions, or have that community, like a Facebook group. Like, if you need me, I'm still here. Like, if you pay
Okay.
for
I got this. So here's what you do. It's exactly that. Once they pay for your course, they have access to the Facebook group. And then what you do is you create it almost like mastermind style, where maybe every Thursday, 6 p.m. you go live, and it's just something you do all the time, because no matter where someone is in the course, they have access to you to ask questions, to interact. Does that feel in alignment?
Yes, we talked about that too, like
Yes.
going live the same day every week.
Yep.
So people see that, all right, she's talking about this all the time. This is important. I want to learn more.
But this would be for your paid clients, correct?
Okay, yeah, the private, yeah.
So that's the difference, right? So what we're
Okay.
saying, it's almost like a membership. It's almost like they buy this course, they have the course, and then they're also granted access to the Facebook group, where you're then going live every Friday for anyone who is a current client who's in the course. Doesn't matter if they're in mod 2, if they're in mod 6, that's a benefit. It's almost like this weird, but it's a cool hybrid membership kind of deal. So it's not like UCB where it's like 8 weeks and then I'm going to show up 8 weeks, right? They can kind of start and join at any time.
Yes. And I want to have an option of one-on-one. Like, if you want to work closer with me, that's an option to do that.
Cool. So that's where I'm going to come back to, like, let's scale one offer at a time, because then that would be another offer. So let's build brick by brick, and then we can come back to that. So if that's going to be the main offer right now, I want you to think about what price. Again, we can come up with the details later, like how long do they have access to the Facebook group? Is it for a lifetime? Is it like 2 months, 3 months? Right? That's something you'll have to play with. But actually, yeah, well, let me hear what's alive for you. What would make the most sense? I want to hear what price is coming to you. And then also if you would allow them access to the Facebook group forever with, or how does that work, right? What's feeling alive for you?
Yeah, I like the Facebook group to have access forever, because I can be posting new things I'm doing to existing clients. So they have the option to keep going with me.
Yes.
And price, depends how long the course is, but I'm thinking like 1,500 to 2,000. Yeah,
I think 2,000 would be great. I think that's totally justifiable and doable, because it's like an ongoing mastermind. So let's say that if it's a $2,000 course, pretty simple, right? How many would we need to sell? That would be 2,000 for like how long do you think, if we're going to do like membership access?
Probably like 2 months.
Okay, that feels really fair. So that would be per month, right? That's going to bring in 1,000, obviously, from one single person for 1 month. So how many would we need to sell then for you to make 7,500? Oh God, this is where we have to do math again.
8.
Oh, it would have to be 8. Yeah, because if you want to like err on the big side. So yeah, so we would have to sell 8 clients. No, not per month, per 2 months, to make 7,500. So then that would be obviously 4 clients per per month. So you would need to be bringing in, you would need to be bringing in 4 clients per month.
Yeah, that's totally doable. And what dropped in for me was I like having like a Facebook group ongoing, and then like when you buy it, you can go into a Slack channel and have.
There you go. There, that solves the problem.
Closer.
I like that. But then still have the lives be on the Facebook, right? Yeah.
Or like I could just drop Zoom links into Slack and be like, I'm going live.
Yeah.
And then I can record them too and post the recording.
Perfect. Amazing. So that's totally doable. 4 clients per month. We have your why. We have kind of this ecosystem that you're building out. We have 4 clients per month. Now we have to think about the launch, right? So then how would launching work? Well, this would need to be an evergreen launch style. So what I'm going to suggest is that for the first round, you do a beta launch so that you can build as you grow, build as you go, right? You're going to launch, then build. So for the first round, what I then suggest is that you offer it you are transparent and say, I'm in the process of creating, you know, a sneak peek of whatever the offer is, this 2-month membership with me, blah, 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 with, you know, all of the tangible results written out for the marketing. But then you can say, but this will be the first round that I do it. So I'm offering at it, you know, heavily, I don't like discounted, but I would say the, you know, the best investment it's ever going to be. So it's only going to increase. And you can do I would do the hard launch for what you learned inside of UCM for that round, for that first round. So really like following that launch plan, doing the masterclass, funneling people into it to almost do this big announcement. Like we're going to generate hype, and then you're going to do this beta round, and then you'll have to build as you go for that. But you tell them that, and that's why it's the best investment they'll get. This was a great document. Fuck yes.
Yes. Feels.
Ooh, sister. This is exciting. Woo!
Yeah, that feels aligned for sure.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.